Okay, you got that?
Yeah, it's on, bro.
Okay, let's try to get a short version. We did already. Okay.
All
All right. Okay. Yeah, yeah, man.
right.
We at the Hampton House. Yeah, this the house in which Chairman Fred Hampton grew up in. Um, it's a labor of love. We was under threat of being taken. In fact, we had to do a lot of damage control here. Um, like so many spaces, sacred spaces. A tactic of the state of the system is to assault the earth, and this is not dismissed from that. In fact, before we engaged in the campaign to save the Hampton House, I was in West Oakland with Minister UEP New's nephew Newton. We were talking about how West Oakland, parts of Baltimore, you looked at the country where the Black Panther Party was at, hotspots of resistance was at, the government saturated with drugs. They had literally tried to turn this to a dope house. I'm talking people, there were documented like 9 overdoses right here before we got here. You know what I'm saying? People was in the hallways. And we said, not on our watch. We had to come clean house, you know what I'm saying? This is the Hampton House.
Mm-hmm.
And some people, the children at the school, Irving Elementary School, the same school that Chairman Fred attended as a child, people was like, man, I didn't know, they know Chairman Fred grew up here. This, you know what I'm saying? We had the corner where he went to the case they gave him. They say he brought to the 71 ice cream and gave to the children. That right on this corner. Proviso East High School, 10 blocks away. That's the location where, as a student, he challenged the contradictions of I can't recall her name. I always forget her name. She was married to the former president of BET, and she had won homecoming queen for that year. And this administration said, "There's not gonna be no black homecoming queen." He challenged that, so the administration came out of concession with it, one black, one white. You know what I'm saying? But this is historical stomach ground. Everything is political. We have right here. We intentionally put the black picket fence right here. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like a lot of people grew up to hear the um, political analogy, a white picket fence. You know, that's a symbolism of success. White picket fence, nice how we salute to the black picket fence. We right here. This is a food desert. We have a community refrigerator. People can come get food 24/7. We have a free book giveaway from. It's open. We're doing work here right now. So we want people to know that, you know what I'm saying, go to SaveTheHamptonHouse.org. Hit the donation button. Also go to Cash App, $ Save the Hampton House. Whatever support they can, we still fighting. You know what I'm saying? Not only we got technically save the house, we got a lot of work to do here. I'll take you inside for a minute. Bring them all, about the people. This is what they say. Not that we have a concern nobody stealing nothing. We want people to there to get free stuff. We have a relationship with the people.
Yeah.
We have a relationship with the people. We got to work on the heat. We're going step by step.
What's the significance of the blue colors?
That, those are colors of the Black Panther Party. Those colors of the Black Panther Party Cubs. That's our official colors. That's our official colors. Black, and we say we call it Panther Blue.
It's beautiful. Wow, look at this artwork in here. This is gonna be a beautiful museum. What?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now?
Step by step.
Oh, bless you all.
That picture usually sits out in the front of the house. Chairman Fred, that was done by Sophia Dawson, an artist who does so much work with about political prisoners. Let me start over here, matter of fact. This is this couch came from Africa, but you see we had to redid with the Panther colors.
Yep.
Of course, the Chairman Fred speaking. Van Shell, that's down in 1968, I believe. This is Black Panther Party Cubs, Standing Rock, North Dakota, the President Rainbow Coalition, Tiny House Warriors, Conrad Conus and others. We was telling the solidarity with the indigenous community.
Mm-hmm.
Chairman Fred Hampton.
That's where I met Ant out there.
Oh, is that Standing Rock?
Yeah, with them. He was on the front line over there.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yep. Shout out Tiny House Warriors, shout out to Savage fam. This is a picture painted, some of myself. What else we got here? Chairman Fred speaking downtown Chicago, 1968. Chairman Bobby Seale was chained and gagged downtown Chicago.
He was what?
Chairman Bobby Seale was chained and gagged. and downtown Chicago, 1968, at the federal court, when they call it Chicago 7, Chicago 8. That case is they had Chairman Bobby Seale in court, chained and tied up in court, and Chairman Freed was speaking about that outside the courtroom. Yep. That picture with it, that's myself and members of the cast of Judas and Black Messiah, up under there right there.
Yeah.
That's the Dr. P. Newton. First of all, it's Minister P. Newton when he's in political exile in Cuba. That's the Dr. P. Newton Foundation, headed by Minister P. Newton's widow, Frederica Newton. That's my Chairman Bobby Seale, Minister P. Newton, the founders of the Black Panther Party. That's myself. We fought to have a street named after Chairman Fred. This is an old poster for the campaign to save Hampton House. This is a month and a half before Chairman Fred was brought to when he was brought to Oakland, California, discussing about him being on national leadership. Of course, the National Chairman Bobby Seale, Deputy Chairman Fred Hampton, Field Marshal Donald D.C. Cox, Minister of Information Masai Hewitt, then Deputy Minister of Defense Bobby Rush. This here is Deputy Minister of Defense Ronald Doc Satchel. Out of survivors, he got shot the most in the house. We lost him about 8 years ago. Range comrade. In fact, this is the dirt from his grave. Doc Satchel was also my godfather. This is Spurgeon J. Winters Medical Center, named after Spurgeon J. Winters. The Chicago police carried Chairman Fred's body out there with chatting. Chairman Fred is dead.
They were carrying him?
Yup, they carried him with chatting. Yup, this is body. This is Chairman Fred's body. They carried out, yup. This was given to us from Africa. Chairman Fred really shows the international love and respect they have for Chairman Fred. I grew up with this picture here in this home right here. My father speaking on the phone. This is my mother. She was pregnant when the assassination occurred. She covered over Chairman Fred and came when the assassination occurred. She's 8.5 months pregnant. That's her jail photo. That's my first jail study before I was born. This is my grandparents, my mother, and Chairman Fred's funeral. This is the Black Panther Party Cubs in Oakland, California, the 50th anniversary for the Black Panther Party. This is Defense Captain Mark Clark, also great comrade. In fact, we see December 4th. We said the Clark family here down representing here, and we see December 4th is one of our days of terrorism. This day, 2 of our Twin Towers, quote unquote, failed. That's the street side we fought that name like that on the Chairman Fred.
Where is that street at?
That's on Monroe. We put that on Monroe West. We're gonna fight to rename it. 2004 we fought. They challenged the FOP. They challenged us on it. The sign didn't get put up there. We're gonna bring them again this year, next year. Chicago. So that's a news. That's a scoop I'm giving y'all. We gonna push again for December 4th. Next year for that street we did on the Chairman Fred, 2037 West Monroe, aka Chairman Fred Hampton Way. But don't dismay. A lot of contradictions got exposed. I heard people say, well, are you demoralized? Did it happen? The struggles, when you struggle, the information that comes out, you know what I'm saying? We steady learning about it, you know what I'm saying? In fact, with the movie, we said William O'Neill was the only one. So the cases, the verdict is still out on a lot of individuals. So it's ongoing, ongoing. When the three people came to Chicago to speak, I was about 3 years old. I took my aunt's hand, aunt's arms, and we go see the poster.
That's you right there?
That's me as a child.
Wow.
Yeah, me as a child.
Wow.
Yep.
And you was looking up at your father.
Yep. He caught that picture.
Wow.
It's one of the headquarters doors that was shut up on the top of the Chicago police. That's the house. The people said, "Come see for yourself what occurred."
What happened with the house where that occurred?
That's when the house got tore down, but there's a building still there too. You know, since we working on doing some that site also, because right now they call us Chicago Housing Authority scattered site. Over there.
So the state took it over.
Yeah. In fact, within a 3-week time period, they tore the actual building down, tore the headquarters down for Black Panther Party, and tore the wall down and had the mural of Chairman Fred. It was back to back.
What year was this at?
This was right before I was kidnapped. I was kidnapped in 1991. They had done this. We trying to raise legal for. We trying to be working on getting the house. Then when they hit me with the case, a lot of resources had to be redirected to legal fees for the case that I was given. So I'm saying approximately like 91 around that time. Yeah. That's just a case the party that was Chicago got in 1969 alone. slogans of Black Panther Party Cubs. Of course, that's the visionary Minister Huey P. Newton. Some survivors and some of the four. That's Chairman Fred's grave site. He's buried at. His tombstone is shut up annually every year. By law enforcement, we just put a covering over it just recently.
Yeah, I remember that was one of the things when you came to New Bedford in 2003. You talked about that. You talked about the fact because, like, you know, as a young person, I had heard his speeches before, but I didn't really know enough about. I heard the phrase, "You can kill the revolutionary, but you can't kill a revolution."
Yeah.
But I didn't know as much about him.
Yeah.
I knew a lot more about a lot of other folks, but I
Yeah.
didn't know
Yeah.
enough about him. And learning about him since from you talking about it. But one of the things you said that day that really stuck out with me was like, if the people have forgot about him, the police haven't forgot about him.
Yeah.
There's
They don't need no flyers. They don't need no social media. They like clockwork. They there. They have not forgotten. You know what I'm saying? Like clockwork. Yeah. Yeah. Real talk. Yeah.
and that right there, that says something about how important that person is.
No doubt
Because
about it.
when you see what the system attacks,
Yes.
that tells you where your strength is.
No doubt about it.
So the strength is in the memory of that person and what that person was, what your father was about and what he was bringing forward.
Yes.
And the more I researched afterwards, the more I heard his viewpoint. And you talked about it.
Yes.
You talked about his international solidarity
Yes.
and how the Rainbow Coalition was initially started by this chapter in his leadership.
Yes.
And it's like seeing that, the biggest thing, leaving Standing Rock, I realized too, because there was attacks in after Standing Rock, there was a movement to bring Standing Rock to Flint, and there was a whole bunch of things that happened
Yes.
to disrupt it.
No doubt.
And the realization was afterwards, like, if they're attacking this international solidarity,
Must be something.
and there was a document that came out later on from, I think it was Tiger Swan, where the biggest threat to the North Dakota Access Pipeline was it becoming more than a Native American issue.
Yes, you own it. They, even with the cases that some comrades received, they went to their transcripts. They saying they documented. You know what I'm saying? When I came in, who I met with, they told me Chairman Fred, Black Panther Party Cubs, they was on it. I'm saying when I pulled in, with respect to membership, leadership I met with, all of it was documented. It's ironic we have this discussion. I'm going through like a little eerie deja vu kind of like concerns right now because just yesterday was the closest I got to like even the conversation about going to Canada, and I've been fighting it for a long period of time. And myself, I had a conversation with Mos Def, and I know y'all seen basically we was talking years back. This had to be this is around this this is years back, and we was talking. He said, after 2 weeks after Malcolm X came back from Canada, he was assassinated, and 2 weeks after Chairman Fred came back from Canada, he was assassinated. So I had this block for a long period of time. So I'm looking forward to it. Not that I'm on some sort of death mission, but the deal is those are certain barriers I have to deal with. I'm a lover of liberation. I'm crazy about history, and I want to walk in even at all costs. You know what I'm saying? Because I even past December the 4th. You know what I'm saying? We've been on an attack. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I mentioned earlier, there are different entities that the state is creating. Or, you know what I'm saying, that some not even conscious that they work with the state, you know what I'm saying, to like even continue to hijack the legacy of the Black Panther Party. And I'm learning so much about so many, you know what I'm saying, stuff that, learning and confirming. You know, so you may have thought certain situations, but you need certain dynamics. Like you said, Chip, how do you know certain things? You have to, I come in willing to risk it all. One bad thing about, you know what I'm saying, like even me cleaning up, you know, so you may see, because I still want to hold on, I have an issue. I don't want to throw this away, because this might be this. And that impacts. So sometimes I get other people who are not tied to things, you know, so intensely. Say, okay, we got to clean this to move forward. I come in not holding on to some subjective. Well, this is my family member. This is this person. This person's group. To be able to learn. A lot of times people want to hold on to certain dynamics. You know what I'm saying? Certain fixtures. And if you look at it's really, you know what I'm saying, you never. It's embarrassing being oppressed. A lot of fixtures. That when you colonize that happen on the plantation, directly, indirectly, you know what I'm saying, they're not doing on your own terms. You know what I'm saying? I don't care, like even the dynamics of family, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like we want to like that fool out and say, well, I chose this, I chose that. When you heighten the contradictions, you know what I'm saying, you got to be willing to say, wait a minute, you know, where did this come from? How did this person come in? You know, when you say, well, no, I didn't, but you even under duress. So, you know what I'm saying? You say, a lot of independent people did not make independent decisions. even down to the narcotics they get high for, the music, you know what I'm saying? You would say, no, we have to work with, you know what I'm saying? People say what they call a soul food, you know what you have to say, no, how did the children's, where that food come from? And put it in this context, and we have opportunity to heighten the contradictions, certain things you say, okay, you took into survival to get us here, to move to the next stage, but you had to be willing again.
As someone that has had loss, when you've had loss and you've had trauma,
Yeah.
like when something's been taken away from you, like
Yes.
it, there's a sentimentalness that comes with that.
Yeah.
As a result, like for me, it's like there's certain things that belong to somebody.
Yeah.
It could be the littlest thing, but it has a significance.
Yes.
And ultimately, it's not just you that has it, but like, how much of your experience do you think is rooted by the trauma that this reality
Yes.
gave your family
Yeah.
from before you even born?
You know, we after the release of the movie, we didn't recognize myself, my mother, every day to this very day. We wake up at approximately 4:30 in the morning, both of us, and the assassinations occurred around 4:30, 4:35 in the morning. To this very day, we still wake up at 4:30 in the morning, like literally. The movie came, you know, saying this is like, you know, and there are certain things you go back, you know, saying you be like, you look and say, this is right in my face, you know, all the time. But you know what I'm saying, especially when you caught now, you caught up, you moving, you know what I'm saying, you basic day-to-day survival needs, you know what I'm saying. Then after that, you join the revolutionary work, you moving forward. You go back and look at certain dynamics and certain feelings you had, you know what I'm saying, and then like even you can hold on to the good, the bad, and the ugly, you know what I'm saying. But to be able to put stuff in context and like, you know, that one characteristic of dialectical materialism is that you recognize things are constantly born and being growing as well as dying and disintegrating. So you can't get stuck, you know. So you got to be able to go. Like I say, certain trips I want to do. I got certain moves I got to do. This house, I mean, I sit there sometimes, you know, and just, you know, man, this is like one brother said, Chairman, don't get rid of nothing. This is the same dishes. Like literally the same dishes that Chairman Fred ate out of. I'm talking like literally. You know, I remember DC Young from 85 South when they came here. I showed them the bed frame that Chairman Fred as a child grew up on. I remember his brown corduroy jacket he was putting in my mother's hands. You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know,